So I don't know about y'all, but it was very difficult for me to enjoy my life while reaching my wealth goals, which, if you're new here, is investing both in real estate and in stocks and index funds and ETFs, because those are my keys to retirement and making work optional. But I also like to enjoy my life. I like to travel. I like to go to fine dining or non-fine dining. I like to experience different things, and I feel like I have been working on different strategies so that I can learn how to enjoy the luxuries that I like while still maintaining my budget and reaching my wealth goals. So if you are anything like me, a hot girl who likes to be outside but also likes real estate properties and passive income, this video is going to be right in line with you, and you are me. Okay, so let's get into it. The number one thing that I'm doing to maintain my luxury living on a budget lifestyle is determining what makes me happy and prioritizing that. So if we think about social media, everybody has their own idea of what fine living is, what good living is. And most of the stuff I see doesn't connect with me. I'm not buying Ivy Park. I'm not buying most of the stuff that y'all like. Telfar bags and all that. Girl, none of that means nothing to me. I don't have any kind of name brand stuff in my closet. If I'm honest, I shop at Shein, okay? I shop at Marshall's, TJ Maxx. I'm just not one of the girls who is out here, buying stuff just because everybody else is buying it. I'm an experiences kind of girl. So that's at the peak of my priority list. The things that make me happy are two things. Number one, experiences, and number two is rest. So when I say experiences, I mean different things, like going river tubing, getting on a boat, a yacht, whatever I got the money for at the time, and traveling. I love to travel. So one of the ways that I'm able to still live my luxury life while reaching my goals is with a travel card. So a travel credit card is very popular if you do like to travel and want to earn points that covers the cost of those travels. So for me, I use Chase Sapphire Preferred. It's my travel card of choice. And I like it because the things that I can earn points on are actually reflective of the things that I'm already spending money on, which is groceries. I do online shopping. I cook the majority of what I eat at home, but I also like to rest on the weekend. So I may not cook on Saturday or on Friday, and I can always earn 3 times the points on whether I'm buying groceries or eating out. And that could be fast food or a fine dining establishment. Another thing that I spend a lot of money on is travel. Besides my bills and my investments, I spend a lot of money on travel. And when I book within Chase's portal, I earn 5 times the points on whatever the purchase is. So if the purchase was $200, I earn 10,000 points. Is that right? 10,000 points, because it's 5 times the amount of that $200 purchase. And if I do not purchase in the portal, then I earn 3 times the points. So I'm a Southwest girl as well. If I'm traveling domestically, for the most part, it's on Southwest because I get to earn points from them and I get to earn points with my Chase card. So 3 times the points, if we're thinking a $200 purchase, again, that's now $600 that I have access to. So just understanding where your loyalty lies and what you have an interest in can help you. So all those groceries that I'm buying because I gotta eat, is helping me to purchase a flight to Jamaica, for example. The flight that I have that I'm gonna be on for Jamaica is covered through points. And it was a no-brainer, because when do I say no to Jamaica? Rarely do I say no to Jamaica. I'm basically Jamaican child. So experiences is a huge area of interest to me, and I fund most of them through my travel card, which is funded through the everyday expenses that I have. I'm not a retail girl like that. I'm an online orderer. I order online, okay? A lot of stuff. So I don't need retail points. I don't need points for in-store shopping because that's not even reflective of my lifestyle. So that is how I afford these experiences while still reaching my goals. And then on the other side of that is rest. And rest for me is usually a bath at home, reading a book, which are 2 free things. I mean, I guess besides the water bill. And I like spas. Like, I like relaxing things. So, like, I'm a big fan of Korean spas. My family and I are big fans of Korean spas. And the one Korean spa that I frequent in the city, I actually haven't been since my birthday last year. I might have to change that. But anyway, the one Korean spa that I really, really like often is on Groupon. So, like, the very first time I went there, I paid the regular price admission, which was on their site. And when I happened to find it on Groupon, all those other times, I was like, bruh, like, I could have went for half the cost. So, like, if you like spas and relaxing experiences, before you go out and book outright with the spa, even if it's at the Marriott or the W, you'd be shocked to see who's on Groupon, who's on Living Social. And even if it doesn't cover the service, it may cover the admission fee. And usually admission fees are for the Korean spas. There's usually not an admission fee for, like, you know, Burke Williams and stuff like that. But the key is to lower the amount that you're spending for this experience that you enjoy. We're not trying to take away your enjoyment. I'm not trying to take away your enjoyment. I'm just trying to teach you different ways to enjoy that on a lower price, okay? So don't sleep on Groupon. Don't sleep on Living Social. Like, if you like to do different things like I like to do, which is bike riding and river tubing, and like, I'm outside in a different kind of way. Like, y'all can have Sunday fun days and all this other stuff. That gets old. Like, don't call me for that. Call me when you want to go biking through the city. Call me when there's a festival in town. Like, that's what I like to spend my money on. It's worth it because it's like, that's a childlike joy. That's a childlike thing that I enjoy doing. So that is number 1, which is to determine what makes you happy and prioritize that from a money's perspective. Number 2 is to cut back on something you can do yourself. So a lot of y'all don't know, like, I do my hair 90% of the time. Like, I did my hair today, and isn't it cute? Like, get into it. I did some little twist, I put a little bead. You know, I did my nails. Like, I do gel nails in between my appointments, and I just realized, like, when I was spending money on getting people to do my hair, like, it was adding up. Like, I'm a braids girl, as you can see in most of my videos. And braids, baby, the girls are charging $300, $400, $500. And I'm like, for what? You don't even wash it. Like, I get it, braids take a long time, but, like, you're late. It requires a deposit. You don't wash it. You don't blow dry it. It has to come blow. Like, what are you here for? Are you even a cosmetologist? Like, that just don't sit well with my spirit. And after going to Ghana, I went to Ghana last year and paid $50 for booty length braids. And they were small. Like, they were neat. And I just can't bring it. I have yet to pay for braids since that experience, because I just feel like y'all are ripping us off because y'all be having these big parts, like ripping your edges out, like taking for, like, no. Like, for me, make it worth my while. And the few stylists that I've been to haven't made it worth my while. So, like, unless I'm getting knotless braids or something that I can't do myself, which is like, you know, getting my ends clips and stuff like that, like, I do my hair at home. I'll do my own braids. And when I say braids, I mean crochet. Like, this is crochet. It's crochet in the back. And then some little braids in the front. But even if I do other braid styles that you'll see on here, 90% of them are crochet. And I make individuals around the perimeter, but the inside is crochet. But you won't know that, and you gonna know that it's cute, okay? So, like, my nails, usually a gel mani and pedi is like $100, and so I'm not gonna lie and tell y'all I don't go, because I still go get my nails done. But I don't go as frequently as I used to. Like, in between appointments, I'll just do them myself. And then again, depending on what I need to do to my hair, like, I'll just do it myself. But if I know that it's something that I can't do, like braid for real, or even get my ends clipped, like, I'll just go to somebody, like, get somebody else to do it. So think about what that could mean for you. Does that mean you're cutting back on Starbucks? And not saying you don't go, I said cut back. And then you make some macchiatos or whatever y'all order at Starbucks. I'm not a coffee drinker. You can make some of that in between time at home. It doesn't have to be a daily thing. Maybe it's a couple of times out the week. Like, finding ways to spend money differently is really the goal that I'm saying. Not to cut back or cut off completely. It's really just to cut back. And a lot of this stuff we can do at home. Usually it's healthier too. And for me, hair maintenance is really, really important. Like, I really I take pride in my hair. So for me, like, my hair needs to be done. And if it's not, I'm going to do what I need to do to make it done. Okay. And same for my nails. Like, I just like soft skin. I like nice nails. I like nice feet. But I don't want to spend $100 every week. So that's that. Cut back on something that you can potentially do yourself. And that's also cooking for me. Like, I don't cook on the weekends. Well, sometimes I do, but most times I'm taking one day off, whether that's the Sunday or the Saturday. And I used to DoorDash every Saturday or every Sunday, and that started adding up. If y'all look at them fees on DoorDash, baby, they are racking in. So for me, again, I'm still gonna eat out, but I'm gonna get in my little handy dandy car and drive over there. Like, that's what my mouth is watering for this seafood that I'm about to have tomorrow. But yeah, I'm not gonna DoorDash it unless desperate times call for desperate measures. But usually ain't no desperate measures. And even if it is, I still may end up driving. Like, let me not even tell y'all the story, but depending on how I'm feeling, I might just need to DoorDash. So do what you need to do when you need to do it, but don't do it all the time is what I'm telling you. Number 3 is to create another stream of income. So I like passive income. I didn't always know what that meant, and I used to have 2 jobs. I used to work full-time, in my field, and I used to do consulting on the side, and I never really had time. I used to be tired. I had pretty good money, but it's like, what am I trading this for? Time away from my family, from my loved ones, from just resting. Like I told y'all, I like to rest. I like to enjoy my life, pure enjoyment, experiences, traveling. Like, all money ain't good money. And so, like, over these last couple of years, as you can see from my YouTube channel, please check out all of my videos on passive income. I realized that, like, I can create additional streams of income without trading my time for it. So if that's something you want to do, like, I use REITs, high yield savings accounts, index funds, ETFs. Like, I do offer an Ask Me Anything session, which is basically a 60-minute session where it's just you and I, and we talk about whatever your goals are. That can be paying off debt, that can be creating passive streams of income, that can be buying a house, whatever it is that you want to discuss over those 60 minutes, we can create a strategy to help you accomplish it so that you feel empowered to get started and work toward it. So the link to that is in my bio. It's in my description. And I love hearing your stories and the things that you have challenges with or your goals, because it gives me new ideas of what to discuss. So again, that is linked in the description. But like I said, my income, my passive income streams are REITs, which are real estate investment trusts. I have a ton of videos on that. High yield savings accounts, which are traditionally savings accounts. They're not even investments. Think of them as, traditional savings accounts that actually earn you more money. So if you look at your savings account statement right now, it's highly likely that you've only earned about 0.005% in interest, and that really equates to a couple of pennies, no matter how large your savings account is. But with high yield savings accounts, it has a higher yield. So the yield is usually like the yield for markets, which is what I use right now, it's 4.15%, but it's 5.15% because I have a referral code that gets me an extra 1% in interest. So if we're thinking about that 4.15%, if you have $1,000 in there and the annual percentage yield is 4.15%, then that means you're earning $41 every month on that balance. Now that's assuming that you don't take the money out. If you take it out, then you're not gonna get that. But imagine if you add more, if you add an extra $500 to total $1,500, then 4.15% of $1,500 is much more. So just understanding how it works is key, and I have a video on that as well. I'll try to maybe link it up on the screen here. So those are my streams. And again, if you want to create your own, if you need help getting started, use the Ask Me Anything link in my description, because I love talking about money. I love talking about investments and how we can get this money without trading our time for it. So yes. And then number 4 is to build more home-based, free-based, or low-cost experiences. And I know I already discussed Groupon above, but like a few other things that I've done with my people is I've hosted them. I've had a girls' day in where I made a bunch of food and they brought liquor, and we each made our own unique, drink. So, if you go out now, outside is expensive. Like, yes, there's happy hour $5, but usually that liquor ain't even I'm bougie when it comes to like, and it's not to say that I'm buying, you know, $200 bottles, but like, I want the finest of the tequilas. I want the finest of the cognacs. I want the finest, I don't drink vodka, but if I did, I want the finest of the vodkas. I don't want bottom shelf. I want top shelf because number one, I don't want to be sick the next day. And number two, I want to be able to continue on with my night. If I'm already tapped out at 6 p.m. because of happy hour, then like I missed out on a whole night and I'm already outside, I'm already cute. Like it just defeats the whole purpose. So knowing how my girls are, like we on the same wavelength when it comes to drinks that we like and liquors that we like. So like making our own drinks and being able to relax on my couch and just kick it and eat good and not spend $100 was a game changer, you know? So like that was an idea. We've also done a picnic where we made our own charcuterie boards, bought a bottle of wine. And you know, wine, the beauty of wine is wine can be $10, it could be $30, it could be $15. So like a good sparkling wine, sparkling rosé can cost you less than $20. So like we cutting corners, but we still enjoying our lives. And we're getting some fresh air. Like there's nothing like vitamin D. And it's nothing like having your feet in the grass. Like that's a grounding experience for me. Like I always feel my best when my feet is in the grass or it's in the sand. I love the water. I love beaches. And even museums. So like I also like museums, and every Thursday one of the museums out here has free entry. But even if you don't do it on a Thursday, there's a lot of banks, like Bank of America offers like free museum Thursdays across the country. So you just need to look up what museums are in your area if you are a Bank of America customer and find out what days there are. So there's just so many ways to kind of cut corners and find ways to actually enjoy your life and have your luxury living, but adhere to your budget and your wealth goals. Like I always preach how I am retiring early, how I am making work optional, but it takes these small adjustments to actually make that happen. So I'm not going to be at home all day miserable. Like I'm going to still enjoy my life, but I'm going to make sure that I can make the adjustments so that that extra money that I would have spent at happy hour every week, I could put towards something else to help me get closer to my goals. So hopefully that helped you. But let me know if you have any questions or if you need any other suggestions. Again, the link to book my Ask Me Anything is in the description. And let me know what you do to actually build a luxury living while maintaining your budget and your wealth goals in the comments below. Like I'm always looking for new ideas. So thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.